And here we go. You see those two plugs?
Yes.
Alrighty, this is what we got here is a 2016 Toyota Highlander. I'm doing the rear differential. Got a 9-year-old cameraman, so hopefully that turns out okay. The first thing you want to do is tap these with a hammer. I have not broken them free yet, but it just helps old plugs come free that are a little bit corroded on there. Rule of thumb, you always want to do the fill plug first, because if you get the drain plug out and can't get the fill, that's going to be a problem. Did I get it? Hold on. No, I'm going to tap this in with a hammer too. Make sure I don't round it out. There it goes. We're going to tap that in with a hammer. Get it nice and in there. I felt that. Okay, that's in all the way. I'm gonna play no games where I round it out. That's no fun. Got it?
I think you did.
Yep. Well, I have a 1/2-inch drive, but I was being cocky using my small one.
You can do the same.
Now, just in case there's a little extra fluid in there, I'm gonna make sure the drain pan's under. It shouldn't drain much or drip much, but yep. And the good news is that this fluid looks pretty darn good, guys.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good.
A little long.
I think it was overfilled a little bit. I might have this at a little bit of an angle. It should be pretty level though, because I was careful to make sure it was level. But, well, we got the fill plug. That's good.
And we just need to do
the drain one.
the
Yeah, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I already know it's a little more rusty, so I'm gonna make sure I tap it in with a hammer.
You can, yeah, that's right.
Make sure it goes in all the way.
I was about to say that.
I don't know how good this is gonna go. I might have to get my 1/2-inch drive, but we'll see. Oh, that came right out.
Oh,
That's how that's supposed to work.
that one's more. That was more.
And by the way, it's always important to get this out now while it's still in there, because if you take the plug out, it's going to be a lot harder to get that out. All right.
It's gonna be even more rustier.
Oh yeah, this is the bottom plug, so there'll be a lot more fluid that comes out.
Yeah.
But I'm really I'm happy with the way this fluid looks. It looks like it's been done before and that it's in good shape. This is gonna come out a little faster. Yeah, it's a little dark, but this fluid still is in really good shape. Pretty good shape for considering all those things. On the bottom, can you see me Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
There's sediment on the bottom plug. There's a magnet, and you just want to make sure you clean that. It's got a little blue shop rag. And then there's one little thing that I do that I almost never see other people do, and I do this with every time I do a gearbox. It's pretty little, but I put a little new fluid in while the plug's open, so that until I can see the clean new fluid come out.
I can hear the fluid.
Yep. I don't see anyone else do that, and it's just to, like, if there's any added sediment or debris, I think it's good to get it out. All I'm doing right now is cleaning the magnet. I'm doing it on camera.
This is fun.
Yeah. There we go. I'm a little bit picky. You know, when I say picky, I want to make sure there's nothing on the magnet. These crush washers I used more than once. They look fine. I'm not replacing the crush washers. You don't need to. Not every time. Now, if this has been serviced a bunch of times, you may need to, but this crush washer is in good shape. There's nothing wrong with it. It's going to work again, help it seat. Another trick you can do, and I'm going to do, is I'm going to flip it. There's a little bit of a worn groove on that side. There's not one on this side. Flip the crush washer, and then it'll crush perfect and not leak. So it's just a little trick that I do. Now look at the magnet.
You look
Nice
shiny,
and, yep, clean magnet. There's no more crap. But all right, Noah. And then the always the one with the magnet's going to be the bottom plug. So you can set them right next to each other. Just remember that. But so right here we have both plugs. Can you see that they're both open on the camera?
They're both open.
They're both open. And what I do that I don't see anyone else do is I'm going to put in a little fluid now, kind of rinse out anything that's at the bottom of the differential. And I don't see anyone else do this ever, but it's just something that I do. I got Redline full synthetic 75W85, which is what it takes. And I just have a hand pump, but I get it started in the hole.
Yeah. I think it's
Make sure it goes in there. I'd probably attack this slightly different if it wasn't. It's in. Okay. And then I'm going to pinch some in there. And I'm just doing it so I can see it come out a little. Oh, see how it comes out?
Yeah.
Give another pinch. I can see a little bit of sediment coming out. And now I take my one with the mag bottom. I spin that in. It's a little hard to see. Actually, I'm in a blind spot here. And your hands are gonna get dirty. It's just part of the job. There's no way they won't. Now I did flip the crush washer. Now I get a little more of a turn on that. Hopefully this doesn't leak on me. But grab this. I just don't want it to, I'll torque to spec once I'm done. I just don't want it to leak while I put in the fluid. So give it a little turn there. Plenty tight for what I'm doing.
Okay, he's done with that one.
Now I'm going to retorque it at the end, but I'm done with it for now. So now you put this in the fill and you pinch it until it starts coming out of the fill. And then that's how you know that it's full. When that happens, it's a little tedious with this pump, but this differential doesn't hold that much fluid. I might have to take a break, but I can just go over it with you. But I'm gonna take a little break here, give my arms a rest. But no, just, you know, overall the fluid that came out of this was in pretty good shape. I'm pretty pleased with the color and everything else. That part of it's good. It should take under a quart. I know I've wasted a couple squirts, but I just do that to kind of clean it up more at the end. I'm really not wasting that many. I'd love to be on my right hand. Maybe I can't. I'm just gonna go upside down. There we go. Oh, that's easier.
Yeah.
I'm a righty. And now we just add fluid until it starts coming out of the fill. Now what I will say is I might be at a slight pitch, so I'm actually gonna let it drain a bit. And I'm gonna put that top plug in quickly. Make sure that it's full. This car has to be close. If it's off, it's only off very minimal because the wells are the same height. You're gonna get dripped on though. That's okay. Come on. Put that in there. Here shortly, it should be full. And you know, because it'll start draining really fast. It looks like it's right there at the top. See how that's draining now? It says a consistent, can you see where it's draining, Noah? Not me. You see it draining?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure it's full. I'm gonna give it a few extra squirts because like I said, it was pouring out pretty quick. Oh, maybe I had it at a weird angle because now it's not dripping like it should. Now that looks pretty steady. Yeah, that's full. All right, so now I'm gonna squirt it a bunch and put the plug in because I want to make sure it's full like it was. Okay, that's definitely full. Grab the fill, pop it in there. Oh my goodness. Come on. it goes. Nice and full. Okay. That is a full differential. And it was still could have drained more, but with it draining a tiny before, that should be almost perfect level for what it was on priorly. I'll get this oil out of my way so it's not. Get out of my way, get out of my way. There we go. Sure it'll drip. That's all right. So now I got a rag. We can clean things up a little bit. I'm gonna tighten this up. Put this bottom plug. All right, this is a ratchet. It's somewhat foot-pounds. Click. Nice and tight. Doesn't need to be tighter. Do the top one. Nice and tight. Click. There it is. Now we know the differential has been fully serviced. I wiped the oil left over off, and we still got the transfer case to do, but that is a fully serviced rear differential. Special thanks to the cameraman Noah. So it took me an average Joe 11 minutes to do the job, and shops will charge too much. Do it yourself. But yeah, that's good fluid. I also squirted in a little bit extra, let the new stuff drain, flip the bottom crush washer because it's perfect. This isn't gonna leak. I've done these, I've probably done 40 differentials. However, if the crush washer has been crushed, more than 2 times per side, you got to replace it. They're really cheap. You can replace it if you want, but that'll be the end of this video. 2016 Toyota Highlander Limited rear differential service. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Woo whoop. We'll get the transfer case next.